half a day, I'd like to welcome all the family, guests, and friends to honor a great man, the late Joseph Joe Blas Peredo. The speaker, Terlaje, had asked me to take her place. Currently, she is ill, but she wanted to let you know that he was a dear friend, an artist, and very passionate about perpetuating our culture. Today, we honor him through resolution number 133-36, COR, relative to posthumously recognizing the late Joseph Joe Blas Peredo, also known as Saina Hu Gua, for perpetuating the Chamorro culture and heritage as a Chamorro language teacher, writer, composer of original music and chants, and expressing condolences to his family on his passing on behalf of the people of Guam. I would like to invite his wife, Mary Manabusin, and his daughter, Pulani Peredo, and family to come to the front. And we would like to bless this space with Gima Inanyetlu, a blessing from them by blowing of the horn, and a blessing by chant. So I would like to invite you also to the front.
Sana
posthumously. I would like to now invite the Sainas from Harao, the original Harao Academy, as well as one of the first members of that group. So I'd like to now invite Mariana Guzman, Saina Mariana Guzman, Saina Anne-Marie Arceo, and Amber Beneventi. I would like to now present this resolution to honor a great and dear person and friend. Be it resolved by the Committee on Rules of Imina Trenta Sais na Legislaturan Guahan, whereas the late Joseph Joe Blas Peredo, also known as Saina Hu Gua, familiar Alejo, was born on April 2nd, 1954, and raised in Manila, Guam. And as a student, Joseph Joe Blas Peredo was fluent in Chamorro language, but was forbidden to speak his own language in school. Punishments for speaking his native tongue included being spanked, being forced to eat chalk, and writing, "I will not speak Chamorro" 100 times. And his past experiences fueled his growing desire to keep his Chamorro language and culture alive. And Joseph Joe Peredo Blas Peredo became a Chamorro teacher in 1986 to promote and perpetuate the Chamorro language and culture through future generations. In 1990, he was a music choreographer for the Chamorro dance group Paraiso, and by 1991, he had released 2 Chamorro albums entitled Azura Ifa Magonta y Tafandanya. And whereas Joseph Joe Blas Peredo was closely involved with Nation Chamorro, a well-known Chamorro organization who were advocates for the land return, decolonization, and Chamorro rights. And whereas in 2002, Joseph Joe Peredo and his wife, Mary Manabusin, and their child, beautiful daughter they named Pulani, and with his mission to carry out on the Chamorro language and culture, he ensured that his daughter learn the language and share her knowledge of the Chamorro culture. And whereas in 2005, Joseph Joe Blas Peredo, in concert with Anne-Marie Arceo, helped in the opening of the first Chamorro summer camp in Sinahania that was called Harao Inc., later known as Harao Academy. In 2013, he retired from the Guam Department of Education and began his work at Our Lady of Mount Carmel Catholic School. And whereas under Joe's leadership and guidance, Mount Carmel School was the undefeated champion in the Chamorro language competitions that were held at the University of Guam from 2013 to 2015. And since then, he had also gained reputation for writing his own original music and chants. And whereas Joseph Joe Blas Peredo passed away on July 30, 2018 at the age of 64. Before his death, he was preparing for the Freedom of Songs concert that was held at Adelut. He is survived by his wife, Mary Manabusin, and their daughter, Pulani Peredo. Now therefore be it resolved that the Committee on Rules of Mina 36 na Legislaturan Guahan does hereby, on behalf of Legislaturan Guahan and the people of Guam, posthumously recognize the late Joseph Joe Blas Peredo, also known as Saina Hu Gua, for perpetuating the Chamorro culture and heritage as a Chamorro language teacher, writer, and composer of original music and chants, and express our deepest condolences to his family on his passing on behalf of the people of Guam. And be it further resolved that the Speaker, the Chairperson, the Committee on Rules certify, and the Legislative Secretary attest to the adoption hereof, and that copies of the same be thereafter transmitted to his family, the late Joseph Blas Peredo, and to the Honorable Lourdes A. Leon Guerrero, Imagahagan Guahan. I would like to now invite his family for a few words, as well as the Sainas.
Hafide Gol si Pulani Peredo, then Finanana Malagazu Pelabay Song and Sizos Masi Therese M. Utumunat Sam Mago si Taho. Sana atin ang kunimang.
Gao si Mary, Saina Maasi Toru Hamzu, Parasti.
Para speakers and telo Sabina, si Diyos masi na and sili tempo pata reconisa, I telon mommy as Joe. Joe is a classic example of something in life that, we take for granted. He was always there. He was just there doing all kinds of work towards the revitalization of our language and culture for so many years. He made beautiful work. He was so talented. And then all of a sudden, he was gone. And so let his memory be a mark of and a point of reference for us to remember to never take each other for granted in this journey, in continuing to revitalize as a people, and Polani and Mary to carry on his legacy in one form or another. Polani hagu sampai kumat kamona ita tu tata mga pumara ha pupulan ha pagus and guaha anyeta. We could just be assured that we have an angel in heaven watching over us now and pushing from that end of the world. Life could have never been the same without Joel. We miss him dearly, and may he be in heaven resting in peace with our Father and Mother Mary, celebrating his life, his new life in heaven. Si Deus maasi.
Say a few words.
Hafade, God si Saina Sarahana. Si Deus maasi para este recognition, para itelu as Joe Peredo. By who continua be canta, de be fanagui cantanya, hafa ensevi para horau, motna para ifamagonta pagu, da husana agradeci todo tinegenya, iguinaidanya puritano, jani familianya, jani manano atongonya, jani familianya gini gi horau jani tano. Met good we ipala brushnya, gi todo ikantanya anginon hungok. Mga malefa isti tautau ataka mono gui lala lagi kura santa lala lagi famagonta lala lagi gizaguau salu napas hau gi hulu gi langit mahalang tu no hagu si Deus masina fanagu jo toro do cantamo bena seguro bena lala kera dia difina na guehu pari famagonta kwini kitano si Deus no asina nai jo iminet godhu ki pala brasmo para be continua be togu este pudi kuturata jani lingua hita jam bendisi hamza si fulani jan si Mary be permeti hamjuna be continua I campagna si Deus masi.
Si Deus masi to the family and the Sainas. I just want to say that with every time we speak CHamoru, when we practice our culture, we're honoring him. And it is our commitment here in the legislature to ensure, to support those efforts. And I just want to give my deepest condolences to his Masi. So now we will have the blowing of the horn. Situ's Masi. And lastly, I would like to welcome everybody for a photo opportunity, if you guys are willing. With that now. Situ's Masi, and I'd like to welcome everybody to the front for